"The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." That is not just a verse. It is a divine truth, a spiritual law, a financial promise. God is the true source of financial provision. This foundational truth must be engraved in the heart and mind of every believer who desires to walk in divine abundance. This is where money peace begins. God is the source. Jobs, clients, markets, even governments are only channels. When the channel changes, the source does not. Confusing the two breeds, fear. We grip, we rush, we panic. But when the heart is set on the source, the mind grows calm and the hands grow steady. You stop chasing supply and start following the one who leads it to you. In the world of the Bible, a shepherd did more than watch from far away. He guided, fed, protected, and gave rest. Sheep could not find water alone or fight a wolf by themselves. In the same way, we were not designed to carry money worries alone. The shepherd leads to what you need, when you need it, and how you can hold it with peace. Jesus taught us to look at birds and lilies and to stop the anxious loop. That was not poetry. It was instruction for daily bread, rent due, and bills on the table. Scripture shows the source using unusual channels again and again. In the wilderness, there was manna, morning by morning. Elijah ate because ravens carried his meal. A widow in Zarephath poured oil that did not run out. Thousands were fed from 5 loaves and 2 fish as the disciples obeyed and kept passing the bread. None of these depended on perfect markets. The law under all of them was simple. Trust the source and act on the next instruction. I shall not want is not a wish. It is a ruling from the throne. It says that lack has no legal claim over the person who follows the shepherd. David was not guessing. He was resting his case on the nature of God. Psalm 37 says, "The righteous are not forsaken, and their children do not beg for bread." Philippians 4:19 declares that God supplies every need according to his riches in glory, not according to our pay grade. The earth is the Lord's, says Psalm 24, which means supply does not start with us. This trust has a posture. It is called rest. Rest is not laziness. Rest means I have done my part, and now I wait with a quiet heart. The blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow, says Proverbs 10:22. Sorrow is the heavy, anxious grind that makes money feel like a master. Rest breaks that chain. Under grace and in perfect ways, God brings the right idea, the right timing, the right person, and the right door. But rest does not cancel responsibility. It purifies it. Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives power to get wealth so that his covenant stands. Power is wisdom, creativity, skill, and favor. We steward what he places in our hands with honesty, diligence, and clean motives. We budget and build with integrity. We sow because God gives seed to the sower, says 2 Corinthians 9, and he multiplies the seed sown. Give, and it will be given to you, teaches Luke 6, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Channels respond when the heart honors the source. Let this become the rhythm of your thought and speech. When a payment delays, say in faith and calm, the source is steady, a new channel will open. When an invoice lands, bless it and speak increase over the work of your hands. When fear whispers what if, answer with even if. Even if one door closes, the shepherd will lead me to another pasture. Even if the market shakes, my source does not. Think of the shepherd's map for your week. Green pastures are prepared opportunities where your skill and someone's need meet at the right moment. Still waters are the quiet minutes each day when you listen before you plan. In that quiet, ideas come that do not wear you out. A short call that unlocks a contract. A simple change in your offer that lifts your income. A gentle nudge to give where it hurts a little. And then a door opens where you did not knock. Keep the picture simple, like a child can see it. A power outlet in the wall looks like the source, but it is only a point of contact. The power plant is the source. Your job is an outlet on the wall. If one outlet breaks, you do not declare there is no electricity. You plug into another outlet. God is the plant. Channels are the outlets. Knowing this keeps your heart free from fear and your mind ready for strategy. Today, decide to separate source from channels. Place your work back in its right place, not as your master, but as a tool. Place your savings where it belongs, not as your savior, but as your servant. Place your words on the side of covenant, not on the side of worry. Say, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Say, "My God supplies all my need." Say, "I live under grace, I act with integrity, and I expect overflow." This is the doorway into the rest of the journey. The shepherd is already ahead of you. He knows the pasture with the client who values your gift. He knows the still pool where fear loses its voice. He knows the table that will be set in plain view when pressure tries to shame you. Walk with him. Think like a steward. Speak like a child of the King. And let this law govern your finances from the first line to the last. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. This is not a suggestion from a distant God. It is the action of a present shepherd who knows where provision is waiting and how to get you there without breaking your peace. Green pastures picture supply already growing. Still waters picture the quiet heart that can receive it. Together they teach a rhythm that turns money pressure into steady confidence. Rest before strategy, peace before plans, listening before labor. Green pastures are not everywhere, and they are not all the time. Grass has seasons. The shepherd brings you to the right field at the right time, so you do not waste strength pushing through ground that will not feed you. This is why hustle without guidance exhausts the soul. The world says work harder and grab faster. The kingdom says follow closer and arrive fuller. David did not say, "I found the pasture." He said, "He makes me lie down." The initiative is God's. The response is trust. See how this works on an ordinary day. The invoice is due, and you feel the pull to send 10 frantic messages. Instead, you pause by the still waters. You breathe. You bless the work of your hands. You ask for the next small step. A thought comes to refine your offer. A person's name rises in your mind. A new channel appears where you did not expect it. You act from calm, not from panic, and the door opens. This is not laziness. This is alignment. The blessing of the Lord makes rich and does not add the sorrow of anxious striving. Under grace and in perfect ways, provision meets you while you walk with the shepherd's pace. Still waters are more than a feeling. They are a spiritual condition where the inner storm settles and wisdom becomes clear. Be still and know that I am God is not a slogan for wall art. It is a financial instruction. Philippians says that the peace of God guards your heart and mind. Guarded thoughts make guarded choices. Peace keeps you from deals born of fear, from purchases born of comparison, from partnerships that look shiny but drain your calling. In the quiet, you hear the gentle nudge that saves you months of regret. Stillness also cleanses old money stories. Many of us learned lines that do not belong in the mouth of a child of the King. We said we can't afford this. We are always behind. Nothing ever works for us. By the water, those lines wash away, and new truth takes their place. My God supplies all my need. I prosper as my soul prospers. The earth is the Lord's, and I steward what He entrusts. When the inside changes, the outside follows. You stop sabotaging increase. You stop hiding from opportunity. You stop confusing humility with fear. From stillness comes strategy. God gives seed to the sower, not to the hoarder. He teaches your hands what to build. and your steps when to move. The same Jesus who multiplied bread also told the disciples to gather the fragments so nothing would be lost. That is a financial lesson inside a miracle. Expect both power and practice. Expect favor and follow through. Keep simple systems that honor what God gives you. And keep a soft heart that listens for the next instruction. Timing is part of the pasture. You may be walking through brown hills today, but the shepherd is not lost. Joseph waited in hidden places before he managed the wealth of a nation. Israel learned daily dependence through manna before they farmed a land flowing with milk and honey. Do not curse the learning fields. They are not a punishment, they are preparation. In due season, you lie down on green. The pressure to rush fades because you trust the one who sees around the bend. Let your speech match the scene the shepherd is leading you into. Bless the client list you already have and speak increase over the value you deliver. When a bill arrives, bless your ability to solve it with wisdom and favor. When a quiet hour opens, treat it as still water. Turn down the noise and invite the ideas that do not wear you out. Often the pasture is a single conversation, a small pivot, a gentle yes, or a brave no. Peace makes those choices obvious. Teach this to your household, like a child's picture book, a field, a stream, a shepherd's hand. Work is the sheep walking. Rest is the sheep lying down. The pasture is the paid invoice, the good fit client, the honest wage, the clear plan. The water is the calm heart that can drink without fear. We do not run in circles to make the grass grow. We follow the one who knows where it already is. If you feel driven, pause and check the lead. The shepherd leads, the enemy drives. Pressure that shouts now or never is rarely heaven's voice. God's path may be swift, but it is never frantic. Even when opportunities come suddenly, peace rides with them. Let peace be the umpire in your chest. If peace says wait, you will not miss what is yours. If peace says move, you will not be late. Today receive the gift of green pastures and still waters. Ask for the field, prepared for your skill, and the stream that quiets your thoughts. Sit for a few minutes with Psalm 23 until the noise inside settles. Then take the next faithful step with a light spirit and steady hands. This is how the kingdom feeds you without burning you out. This is how ideas become income and work becomes worship. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. In his pace I find the pasture. By his presence I find the water. And from his hand I learn the order that keeps both flowing. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. These words are not only for moments of tears and tired hearts. They are also the key to a stable financial life. God does not start by stacking money around a broken soul. He heals the inside so the outside can last. If the roots are sick, the fruit will not hold. If shame, fear, or old stories run your choices, new income will still feel unsafe. The shepherd knows this, so he begins with restoration. Many people carry money wounds, a job lost that still stings, debt that whispers you will always be behind, a family line that learned to fear every bill. In the quiet with the shepherd, those wounds meet truth. You are not your balance. You are not your past mistake. You are not the late payment or the failed launch. You are a child cared for by the source. When the soul believes this, hands relax, eyes lift, and decisions get clean. Job lost much, yet God restored him double with a deeper trust than before. God restores years, not just numbers. He gives beauty where ashes try to speak the last word. Restoration changes how you handle the next dollar. You stop trying to buy worth. You stop hiding your gift because someone laughed years ago. You price your work with honesty, not fear. You forgive yourself for what you did not know, and you learn new wisdom with a soft heart. The blessing of the Lord makes rich and does not add sorrow. Sorrow is the heavy cloud that follows money gained by anxiety, pretense, or compromise. Restoration lifts that cloud so increase can breathe. Then the shepherd leads you in right paths. Righteousness here is not a stiff face. It is alignment with God's way of doing things in everyday money. Right paths look like integrity in contracts, fair pay to those who help you, clear promises to clients, taxes handled with truth, and budgets that match reality. Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives power to get wealth to establish His covenant. Power includes wisdom, skill, timing, and favor. Luke 16 says faithful in little before ruler over much. God is not only looking to bless, He is looking for hands that can carry blessing without dropping it on others. This is where stewardship feels holy. After the miracle of the loaves, Jesus told the disciples to gather the fragments so nothing would be lost. Heaven's multiplication and human management walked side by side. Keep simple order, track the seed God gives, the harvest He brings, and the households He wants you to bless. Let generosity and prudence be friends, not enemies. 2 Corinthians 9 says God gives seed to the sower and multiplies the seeds sown. Seed is not meant to sit in a drawer. It grows when it moves. Right paths also guard you from quick money that carries hidden hooks. Not every open door is your door. Some shine while they empty you. Wisdom will nudge you to step back, to ask counsel, to sleep on it, to check peace. Let peace umpire your chest. If the deal requires you to bend your honesty, it does not come from the shepherd's lane. God's promotion does not ask you to lose yourself to keep it. Think of righteousness as rails under a train of favor. Without rails, momentum crashes. With rails, momentum carries you farther with less strain. Pay vendors on time because your name carries God's name. Speak clearly in proposals because confusion is expensive. Say no kindly when a request does not fit your calling because scattered effort is costly. These small choices are paths, and paths lead to places. Over time, they lead to a reputation that opens rooms before you arrive. Restoration and righteousness walk together. A healed soul enjoys money without worshiping it, gives without fear, saves without hoarding, invests without panic, and works without a slave's heart. A right path keeps gains from leaking away through chaos or compromise. Philippians 4:19. Tithes supply to God's riches and glory, not to your stress level. Psalm 37 says the righteous are not forsaken, and their children do not beg for bread. These are family promises, not weekend slogans. Teach them at the table. Let your children hear you bless the invoice and bless the one who sent it. Let them hear you say, God is our source and work is our worship. If you feel far from this, begin simply. Sit with the shepherd and name what hurts. Ask for clean thinking about money. Ask for courage to do one honest thing you have been avoiding. Make the call. Fix the invoice. Apologize if needed. Set a small order you can keep this week. God meets movement. He delights to strengthen the step that turns toward Him. You will feel dignity return. You will feel clutter fall. You will notice ideas that were always near but drowned under noise. And as you walk, keep the declaration near your lips and close to your chest. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He restores my soul so I can carry what He sends. He leads me in right paths so increase can stay. Under grace and in perfect ways, I grow in wisdom. I act with integrity and I live from the source who never runs dry. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. This is not poetry for gravesides. It is guidance for bank statements, invoices, and quiet midnights when numbers shout. The valley is a place you pass through, not a name tag you wear. A shadow is not a substance. It looks large, it feels cold, but it cannot touch what the presence of God surrounds. Money valleys happen. Contracts pause. A client leaves. A plan stalls. The world calls this downfall. Scripture calls it a passage. The shepherd who led you beside still waters does not vanish when the bills arrive. He walks. He does not run in panic, and he does not let you camp in despair. He keeps pace with purpose, and when you match his pace, fear loses oxygen. I will fear no evil is not denial of hard facts. It is a higher focus. The evil might stand in front of you as debt, delay, or sudden expense. You do not have to fear it because you are not alone in front of it. Presence changes math. 1+. God is not a fragile majority. It is a settled victory. In the wilderness, God fed his people daily. When no markets existed, manna did. When famine came, ravens delivered food to Elijah. When a widow had only a little oil, the little became plenty as she poured. These stories are not museum pieces. They are patterns. Supply is loyal to the presence and instruction of God, not to the mood of the economy. Your rod and your staff comfort me explains how presence becomes practical. The rod is correction. The staff is direction. Correction saves you from self-inflicted loss. It is the gentle pressure that says, stop spending to feel better. Stop underpricing your skill. Stop signing what does not honor truth. Direction is the nudge that points to the next channel. Call this person. Revise that offer. Wait one more day. Walk through the door you did not expect. Correction heals the leak. Direction shows the path. Together they turn a valley into a classroom where wisdom grows and waste dies. Fear pretends to be wisdom. It dresses up as caution and whispers, hold everything back, do nothing, trust no one. Wisdom from God does not choke giving, it guides it. Wisdom does not freeze action, it times it. Be still and know that I am God settles your chest so you can hear today's step. Philippians says, the peace of God guards heart and mind. Guarded minds do not make panic purchases or desperate deals. Guarded hearts do not sell identity to buy survival. Notice the verb walk, not sprint, not scramble. Walk means one obedient step at a time. Ask for today's bread and today's instruction. Make the call you are avoiding. Finish the email with clarity and honor. Clean your books. Bless your creditors by communicating truthfully. Sow a seed as He leads, even if it feels small, because God gives seed to the sower and multiplies the seeds sown. The shepherd's pace looks slow to fear, but feels strong to faith. Praise is a weapon in valleys. Gratitude in tight seasons is not pretending. It is proclaiming ownership of a different reality. Israel learned to sing before the sea opened. Paul learned contentment before supply overflowed. When you thank God for what is in your hand, you open your hand for what is in His. Luke teaches give, and it will be given, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You cannot shake a closed fist. You can only shake a willing one. If shame tries to define you in the valley, answer it with identity. You are not the number in the account. You are not the mistake from last year. You are a steward under covenant. Deuteronomy says, God gives power to get wealth, to establish His covenant. Power includes ideas, favor, skill, and timing. The blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow. Sorrow is the heaviness that comes from trying to hold your life alone. Presence removes that weight even before the numbers change. Keep the picture simple. A child can see it. The shepherd is at your side with a rod and a staff. If you drift toward a thorny path, He taps you back. If a cliff edge appears, He guides you away. If wolves circle as bills or bad reports, He stands between you and them. Your part is to stay close enough to feel the tap and trust it. Some days the miracle is a check. Other days the miracle is a no that saves you from a costly yes. There is also dignity in the valley. Joseph learned management in places that looked like demotion. Israel learned daily reliance before they stewarded a land flowing with milk and honey. The shoes did not wear out. The clothes did not fail. That is not flashy wealth. That is supernatural maintenance. God's goodness keeps what you have from leaking while He prepares what you will carry next. Speak life while you walk. Replace what if with even if. Even if one channel dries, my source remains. Even if today is tight, wisdom and favor are moving toward me. Say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Say, my God supplies all my need according to His riches and glory. Say, I walk, I listen, I obey, and fear has no seat at my table. Words are not decoration, they are direction. They turn your face toward the shepherd and your steps toward the path. When the exit of the valley comes into view, you will realize the pace of God protected you from mistakes you would have made at full speed. You will see how correction kept your integrity intact and how direction linked you with people you could not have planned to meet. You will feel a quiet courage settle in, the kind that does not flinch at the next headline, because you know what carried you here will carry you there. So take the next step with a steady spirit. Breathe by the still water, even in the shadow. Welcome the tap of the rod, the pull of the staff. Refuse the campfire of fear. Keep moving with the presence. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I will fear no evil, for you are with me, and under grace and in perfect ways I am walking through. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This is the picture of public provision, personal anointing, continual overflow, daily companionship, and lifelong security. It is not hidden. It is not fragile. It is covenant made visible where pressure once tried to shame you. A table in the presence of enemies means God does not wait for perfect conditions to bless you. He sets the meal while the storm still rumbles. He promotes you while doubt still talks. He lets favor find you where others expected failure. The table is not only food, it is honor, timing, and placement. It is the client who returns after saying no. The debt that dissolves in a way you could not plan. The door that opens in the very place someone said it never would. The shepherd does not need your critics to agree. He needs you to sit, to breathe, and to receive what He laid out. Enemies are not always people. Sometimes they are patterns that ran in your family, habits that drained your strength, or fears that kept your voice small. A prepared table tells those enemies they do not rule here. You do not have to fight to eat. You do not have to explain your blessing. Sit, rest your shoulders, lift your eyes. The one who defended you now feeds you, and the feast is as much for your heart as for your budget. You anoint my head with oil tells us where increase truly begins. First the oil, then the overflow. Oil is the Spirit's wisdom, favor, creativity, and protection. It is bright ideas that actually work, timely help you did not expect, and a shield over your name. Joseph received wisdom in hidden places before he managed Egypt's wealth. David received oil in a field before he sat on a throne. The oil marks you for assignments money alone cannot buy. It breaks ceilings you quietly accepted. It ends cycles that told you this is all you will ever have. It keeps flies away from the mind, so lies do not poison your thoughts. With oil, you stop thinking like a struggler and start thinking like a steward. My cup runs over is the language of more than enough, not wasteful, not showy. simply more than you need, so that others can be served from your saucer. Overflow is margin in your month, peace in your planning, and room in your heart to give without fear. Luke 6 says, "Give, and it will be given, pressed down, shaken together, running over." 2 Corinthians 9 says God makes all grace abound, so you have all sufficiency in all things, and abound to every good work. Overflow is not greed, it is readiness. When purpose calls, you can answer. When a need rises, you can respond. When God nudges, you can move now, not someday. Surely goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life means you are not walking alone into tomorrow. Goodness adds, mercy covers. Goodness brings opportunities you did not earn. Mercy erases mistakes you did. Together, they form a moving shield behind you, catching what tries to steal joy and pushing you gently toward what the shepherd planned. Let this change your tone. Instead of saying, "I hope something works out," begin to say, "Goodness is finding me today, and mercy is holding me steady." When you look over your shoulder, expect to see evidence, small or great, that heaven is not only ahead of you, but also behind you. "And I will dwell in the house of the Lord," forever seals the frame around the whole picture. Provision is not seasonal hospitality. It is a home. You belong in the presence, where fear breaks, where wisdom rises, and where money is a servant that helps you love people well. This is why Proverbs 10 says the blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow. Sorrow lifts when you stop moving in and out of peace. Dwell. Make a habit of morning stillness and evening gratitude. Keep short accounts with God and people. Teach your household to bless the work of their hands and to speak from covenant, not from panic. Now take this image and lay it over your week. The table looks like a clear proposal, written with honesty and sent with calm. It looks like favor in a meeting you were nervous to attend. It looks like a yes that arrives after months of silence. The oil looks like a plan you can keep, a price that respects your value, a node that protects your purpose. The cup looks like a savings cushion where there used to be a thin line, like giving that feels joyful instead of scary. Goodness and mercy look like a waived fee, a referral you did not ask for, an extension that gives you breathing room, an apology you receive or offer that heals a leak in the heart. Dwelling looks like worship in the kitchen, scripture at the table, and laughter that returns to a house that used to be tense on build day. Keep saying what David said, not as a charm, but as alignment. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul and guides me in right paths. Even when I walk through dark valleys, I will fear no evil, for He is with me. He prepares a table for me in full view of pressure. He anoints my head with oil. My cup runs over. Goodness and mercy are on my trail today and every day. I live at home in His presence, and in His house there is always enough. So today, rise in quiet courage and act like this is true. Sit where He seats you. Eat what He serves you. Pour what He pours through you. Let your work be worship. Your planning be prayerful. Your giving be cheerful. And your language be filled with faith. Under grace and in perfect ways, the shepherd is leading. The oil is flowing. The cup is rising. And the witnesses, friend and foe alike, will see what covenant looks like when a child of God simply follows. I am not a beggar. I am a believer. I am not in lack. I am in covenant. I do not chase provision. Provision follows me. God is my shepherd in finances, and I shall not want, not now, not ever.